Hey guys, so I know I promised I would make a video kind of talking about how freshman year went, so here it goes. I don't know how long it will be, so hopefully I'll try and get straight to the point or whatever. Okay, so I'll kind of just go through like from August to May. Okay, so the first month it was like just getting to know the campus. I got lost a lot, and the campus, I go to a small school, small campus. I got lost a lot just because I didn't know where I was going or whatever. It was new school. So August was basically like finding your classes, like finding classes, syllabus, um, meeting people, meeting your professors, eating in the cafe for the first time, like, what else? Yeah, just August and September. Well, I went back to school August 28th. I think that was the first day of classes. So August didn't really count. So it was more actually September, October, kind of starting to get a feel for things. I don't remember exactly when I finally caught on to like where my classes were and like what buildings were what. I would say maybe the end of October, like middle of October. Like the first maybe 3 weeks were the hardest, and then after that, yeah, by the beginning of October, middle of October, or whatever. So that was like the first few weeks to school, and then after that, like the work started. Yeah, the work started, and then we, tests, exams. And then the beginning of the semester, I wasn't really going to the library as much. I was like studying in my room, and later on, I realized that didn't work that much because should I just start talking about my roommates first? But okay, so yeah, well, I started studying in my room, and that didn't really work out because studying in your room just doesn't work. So I think it was December time, like right before finals for or midterms. No, it had to be finals for first semester, fall semester, that I started going to the library and I was studying because I needed to. And that's when I started like going to the library more. When I came back in January for spring semester, I was going to the library like after I go to class all day, and then eat dinner with everyone, and then I would probably, it depends what day it was. Usually Mondays and Wednesdays, I ate dinner, waited a little, then went to the gym, and then after the gym, I'd go to the library. So I was usually at the library pretty late, just because class was over, the day was over at what, 4, and you have to eat, like, there's just not enough hours in the day. So that was basically what I was doing for most of spring semester, that like pattern, because fall semester I was still trying to figure out what I was doing. I did go to the gym in the beginning of fall semester, and then like it was just time management was bad, and like studying and all that. So I just kind of like was trying to learn how to balance everything. Semester was probably the hardest because I was getting, the transition was pretty, it was pretty hard. Just like studying a lot more than in high school, harder work. It's just professors, you can't get to them as much because they have different things to do. Sometimes they're just not available, depending on how like the professor, what is it called? Not study hours. Office hours. Not every professor had office hours. Even sometimes when you go to professors, they still like don't help. But there is like tutoring and all that that's there to help you. Most of it, you kind of just have to go to the library and study. So that's what I've been doing spring semester, and it's a lot better. Work harder. Yeah, so fall semester was hard because of the transition. That's kind of why I wasn't able to make as much videos, because I didn't know if everyone was being comfortable with being filmed, just, yeah, being filmed, and like sometimes people are awkward behind the camera, and I was just kind of enjoying and learning everything. So I didn't really have time. I mean, I did have time to, but I didn't have time to film. That's why I'm doing this now, kind of explaining how everything went. Okay, so roommates. I lived in a suite. I showed in the last video what my suite looked like. It was my room. There's 3 people in my room and 2 people in the other room, and it was like a door, a main entrance, and then it was like a room there, and like say I was a room here. So my room 3 people, the other room 2 people. The rooms were a decent size. I think they were the biggest rooms on campus. so it was manageable. And the way our room was set up, like, we had a really good setup, because I've seen other rooms and they weren't, like, the way your room is set up, it can look either really spacious or just like all over the place. So our room is actually really spacious. We had like a huge rug. I hope I got a lot of it in the video that I showed you guys. I really wish I like did a room tour and everything, but in the last video you could see what I'm talking about right now. It was really spacious. We had like carpet, and then it was like, I kind of had my side of the room, and it was like my bed, and then a bunk bed, and my 2 roommates were on the bunk bed, and I was on a single bed, but it was lofted, so it was kind of a challenge getting onto the bed all the time, but I got used to it or whatever. What else? All 5 of us shared a bathroom, and that actually was good. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. We all had different schedules is what it was. We're different majors, so that's how that went. And like everyone, like some people were, I don't know, everyone just had a different schedule, and it worked out. Like some people were in the room, and then other people would be in the room taking showers. Like we didn't all take showers at night, or like some took showers during the day. Like everyone just had a different schedule, so it really worked out really, really well. Because we heard a lot of stories about like how roommates weren't getting along. And I hope I'm not talking fast. I feel like I'm talking fast. But yeah, the roommate situation was good. I got along with every single one of my roommates. Like we were all really close. And I was surprised because when I came in, I was like, I'm not going to get along with my roommates. Like, I'm going to be alone. Like, it's going to be weird. Like, I'm not going to talk to my roommates. And, like, we got along so well. And, like, words can't even explain how lucky we got because of all the stories we've heard of roommates not getting along, people getting roommate changes. Like, we just got so lucky. And I'm so happy because, like, our room was so, like, we had so much fun. Like, we did all these cool things, and we did, like, little pranks, and, like, it was our room, and then a room across the hall, and then another room. We all, like, were friends, and we would, like, knock on each other's door when it was, like, lunchtime, or, like, knock when it was dinner, and so that was really fun. And we all hung out, and, like, we would watch movies, and, like, I don't know, do whatever campus stuff there was. So I'm pretty excited to go back next semester because I know there'll be a lot of like activities again. Because you know how the beginning it's like it's kind of for freshmen, like with the carnivals or whatever they have. And then at the end of spring semester that just passed, we had B.O.B. come to our school, and it was Groove Boston as well. So it was like a B.O.B. Groove Boston huge spring fling, and that was a blast. And then we had a carnival the next day, which is also really fun. There were like these cool rides and stuff. That was pretty much it. I'm trying to think what else. I know after I turn this off, I'm going to think of so many things. What else can I talk about? Oh, I guess cat food. Every school is different, I guess, but the cat food is like, at first you're like, oh my gosh, so much food. And then after you're like, I don't know, I eat the same thing every day. You can ask anyone. So I didn't mind, but like after a while it does get sickening. But there's also like the commuter caf where there's like Nathan's and stuff like that. And it's enough. It works. There's food. At least you're not starving. So what else? One thing I did wish was that, okay, so when we came in August, the weather was beautiful. Everyone was in shorts, like on the green. Oh, the green, by the way, that's so much fun. Like in the beginning of the fall semester, me and my roommates, we were like, ew, why is everyone out on the green? Like, ew. We were just like, that's so weird. Why are they out on the green? And now we realized, like, when it got nice spring semester, we're like, oh, okay, now we get why everyone's out here. Like, it's nice once you sit out on the green. Like, the whole school goes out there. It's just amazing. Like, there's Frisbee, Can Jam, I think. The guys play. I never played. Throwing football, just laying out, hanging out. There's benches, trees. People have like boom boxes. Is that, I don't know if that's what they call them now, but the boom boxes and like I don't know. There's just fun stuff you can do. And there was also a Greek stomp the yard, which was pretty cool. So that was that. Oh, I didn't join a sorority or anything. I mean, I thought about it. I'm still not sure, but I really don't, like with pledging, I'm really scared about pledging because I don't want to fall behind with schoolwork. So maybe I'll consider it more like sophomore year when I go back, because freshman year was kind of like learning everything, like just figuring out, transitioning from the high school work to the college work. So maybe sophomore year will be easier with managing work and like if I want to do pledge a sorority. Just kind of seeing how that goes. So that's Greek life. What else? It was so much fun though. Like, I had a blast. I honestly didn't know what to expect. I kind of don't think I expected anything. I was just excited because I was like, oh my gosh, college. Like, whoa, I can't believe I still can't believe I'm in college. I feel like I'm 13 years old, but yeah, that was that. But I had a blast, and it was honestly a good freshman year. And they usually say your freshman year is always the best year, but there were so many events and like different things you could do. You were never really bored, honestly. Like, they had movies on the green. They had I don't know, just little events. I can't think of them off of my head. And then like wintertime, it's really cold. That's the only thing with being at school. That's probably the worst thing about school. Wintertime, walking from like building to building, class to class, because it gets so cold. Like, even though we have break from like the whole, is it the whole month of December? Like the second week of December to like the first week of January, like those 3 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever. Even though it's December, when you come back in like January and like February and March, it's freezing, and like walking to class is the worst. You're shaking, like you dread walking to class. I think that's one of the worst things about school. But other than that, nothing's really that bad. I think the cold is the worst. And like, it's weird because at the end of spring semester, I thought it would get really nice, like, but it was still chilly. Like, wasn't that nice out to be wearing like shorts and tank tops or whatever. So I can't wait to go back in August when it's nice again, like everyone will be out. It's nice seeing different faces, because when it started to get warm and I saw people that I was like, whoa, I've never seen you before, and we've been here all year. And I didn't realize how big I mean, it's not a big school, but it's not a small, I don't know. It's considered a small school, but there's still a lot of people, and like every day you see new people that you haven't seen before. And like, even like when eating in the caf, like sometimes you see usual people who are always eating, and like if you eat at a different time, you'll see completely different people. It's just really weird because everyone's schedule is different. But that's that with seeing different faces. Yeah, I touched on Greek life. I mean, Greek life it's kind of small. At my school, there's like, I don't know, it's not as big. We don't have Greek row or whatever. So, it's not as big as I think it should be. There definitely should be a lot more Greek, because Greek is fun. Like, the Greek events, whatever. So, our school used to have, like, me and my friends, we found the old school yearbook, and like we saw all this Greek life and like all the sororities, all the frats, and now there's like not that many. So I don't know what happened. I guess because the Greek row, there used to be Greek row, and then there was a whole like big thing. But now there's not as many sororities and frats. But I think they're trying to work on it again and expand, because I know a new frat is just came onto campus, and they should be in action this semester actually. So, yeah. Oh, okay, so I'll talk more about, like, the residence hall. I lived in a freshman building, residence hall, and our RA was really cool. He was a sophomore, so he was only a year older than us. He was really, really cool. He wasn't mean or anything. Like, he was just, like, because with RAs, I feel like RAs should, like, we're college students, we're old enough to make our own decisions or whatever. So he was really cool. He would knock on the door and, like, just ask us how we were doing and all that. So he was a really great RA. With noise complaints and stuff, it wasn't too bad. Like, we would play music sometimes or whatever, but that wasn't, or, like, just people over and being loud or whatever. But that wasn't a big deal. They're not really too strict with noise or people. I mean, they're gonna knock sometimes just because, like, but they're only strict when it's quiet hours during finals. And no one should be loud during quiet hours, because everyone should be studying their butts off. But other than that, and it wasn't too noisy. I mean, it did get noisy, but that's just school. You're living with a whole bunch of people, it's going to get noisy. But it wasn't anything too unbearable. So that was Residence Hall. Okay, I guess I'll talk about the sports a little. My school is part of the Big East, so the basketball games are pretty huge. The basketball games are pretty huge. I went to one, and it's just a lot of fun, a lot of school spirit. That's definitely the best part. You'll have a lot of fun, even if the team doesn't win, you can still root, cheer for them or whatever. So the sporting events were really fun. I don't know, how, I can't really, but definitely go to your school sporting events. Even if your school's not the greatest at sports, it's still fun to cheer on and to scream and do whatever you have to do. Wear t-shirts, make the signs, paint your faces, paint your stomachs, whatever you have to do. But that was sports-wise. Make sure you I think it's important to go to gym. Exercise, definitely go. You don't want to put on the freshman 15. Thank God, I'm happy I didn't put on the freshman 15. I did, oh my God. I did, throughout the year, I've watched people put on weight, and that's insane. Wow. Yeah, I've definitely watched people put on weight, so definitely manage what you eat. It's a lot different because at home, first of all, you're not eating as much. Second of all, you're not eating the junk food that's at school. And you definitely got to manage what you're eating. Know your limits, definitely. I see them a lot. So that's eating. What else? Join activities, join clubs. I didn't join any clubs because I just didn't. I signed up and I got club emails, but I just never got around to it. And at that point, I was still transitioning into the freshman year, and I just didn't know what I was doing. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna focus on school, and that's what I did. So maybe next year, because I definitely want to get more involved in school. So maybe, well, not next year, next semester in August, I'll join and see, because I'm sure they'll have the fair again, and I will definitely go and see what I can join. It's definitely important that you get involved, though, in the school community. So that's club-wise. So yeah, mostly for the year, I didn't do Greek life. I didn't do any clubs. I just focused on school, went to sporting events, just did little things here and there, watched, kind of watched everything from the outside. And next year is when I'll jump in and kind of see what I can be involved in, and kind of just, I don't know, involve myself and not just do work all the time. There has to be time management, and that's key, literally. So I hope I helped with kind of explaining how freshman year goes. If you guys have any more questions, or if I think of anything else, I'll definitely make another video kind of explaining what else. There's just so much in those few months, 10 months, that I just can't. I really wish I documented a lot more of it, but like I said, I was just trying to figure everything out. And I'm here, I'm back. I definitely want to do more videos. I'll kind of make another video kind of explaining what I want to start doing. And I have 3 months left of summer. While I've been home, I've pretty much been sleeping, eating, of course, and I want to definitely start working out again. And that's pretty much it. So I'll definitely keep you guys updated. And yeah, actually today I've been out of school for 2 weeks. It doesn't even feel like summer break, just because I dormed at college. I didn't commute or anything, so I've been living at college every single day. And it's just weird being home. I don't know if it's hit me that it's summer break. But I guess in a few weeks it will when I get bored. But I'm not bored. I'm watching TV shows, movies, or whatever. So I'm definitely not bored yet. But again, if you guys have any questions or want to know anything, just let me know. And I'll make a video, I'll respond, message me, do whatever you have to do. And once again, I hope you guys liked the video. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.